Born in 1862, in the dying days of American slavery, Ida B. Wells came into a world where justice was still a whispered dream for Black Americans. Her birthplace was Holly Springs, Mississippi, and though freedom had technically arrived, the realities of oppression still loomed large. By the age of 16, tragedy struck. Both of her parents and her youngest brother died in a yellow fever outbreak. In the chaos, Ida, still a teenager, became the guardian of her remaining siblings. But in grief, she found grit. In struggle, she discovered her voice.
Ida B. Wells trained as a teacher, but her destiny went far beyond the classroom. One day, while riding a segregated train, she was forcibly removed from her seat in the whites-only car, despite holding a valid first-class ticket. Outraged, she sued the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad and won her case in a lower court. Though the decision was later overturned, the experience lit a fire in her. She picked up a pen and began writing under the name Iola. Her articles were bold, direct, and unapologetically truthful. And soon, her name became known far beyond Mississippi. She would not remain silent.
In 1892, the course of Ida's life changed forever. 3 of her friends, successful Black businessmen in Memphis, were lynched by a white mob, falsely accused and brutally murdered. The horror shook her to the core. Most people looked away. But Ida turned toward the terror. She investigated. She documented. She exposed. Her work revealed that most lynchings had nothing to do with justice. They were fueled by racial hatred, fear of Black economic success, and fabricated accusations. Her fearless editorials appeared in newspapers across the South. But speaking the truth came at a price. Her Memphis newspaper office was burned to the ground, and she received death threats that forced her to flee the South entirely. Still, she would not be silenced.
Ida carried her message abroad, speaking in England and Scotland, urging the world to confront the horrors of American racism. She spoke not as a victim, but as a warrior for justice. She shamed the American government on the world stage and demanded global attention to the epidemic of lynching. Her speeches were fierce. Her evidence was undeniable. And her courage was contagious.
Though she was a founding member of the NAACP, Ida's activism was often too radical for the elite Black male leadership. She believed in direct action, not just policy reform. While others chose diplomacy, she demanded justice. While others negotiated, she fought. She clashed with leaders, including W.E.B. Du Bois, over strategy, but she never backed down. She believed that Black women had a unique role in the freedom struggle, and she pushed for their voices to be heard in every movement, not just as supporters, but as leaders.
Ida B. Wells spent her final years continuing the fight for women's suffrage, racial justice, and accountability. She ran for public office, founded organizations for Black women, raised a family, and still wrote tirelessly. She died in 1931, long before the civil rights movement took center stage. But her work laid the foundation for everything that followed.
Ida B. Wells proved that truth-telling is a revolutionary act. In a world that begged her to sit down, she stood tall. In a country that tried to silence her, she made her voice echo across generations. Her legacy is not one of comfort, but of confrontation, with injustice, with silence, and with the fear that holds so many back. Today, every time a journalist dares to tell the truth, every time a voice rises against oppression, every time the world remembers that silence is complicity, the spirit of Ida B. Wells lives on.